I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice hoarder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie.
Everybody's doing good. Everything is wonderful.
I'm freaking the fuck out.
Why are you freaking the fuck out?
We got our times and places for Dragon Con, and one of them is a fucking ballroom.
Nice.
The ballroom blitz.
Ballroom is very much lit for a fucking folk track band. Huh.
I mean, if it wasn't a ballroom blitz before, it sounds like you guys are gonna make it.
Yeah. Well,
Did you doubt that?
I mean, we've never gotten. I mean, it's Dragon Con. Rare. It's a rare few that get the fucking ballroom in any hotel.
Sweet.
Psyched and terrified. Psyched and terrified.
Alright. So, that is excellent. Shall we get going?
Do it!
Silver, are you there? I haven't heard you talk yet.
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Cool. Alrighty. So, where did we leave off last time?
We freed Ramus and made it back to the Viscerat and spent a long time trying to figure out what to do. But I don't remember if we came to a decision.
I thought we did, actually. So now I'm
think
trying
we
to
did,
remember
I
what
don't
that
because I
remember
decision
what it
was.
What
Could have
the
sworn we
fuck
made a
just
choice.
You did make a choice. I know you made a choice because I didn't end the session until you guys had made a choice. But apparently all of us have forgotten.
What that shocking choice? Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, airship. Airship.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
right.
one of them. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was-
Right, but to where?
It was
It was airship and then down to the center to meet the druid person, the
Archdruid.
primordial.
Right. Okay.
Isn't it nice to have a plan?
Plans.
when do we remember it?
Oh shit, you're getting the airship. Oh, I forgot that. Oh, I need to make a token for something real quick.
Well, everything is fine. This is fine.
Are we gonna get a pilot to go along with it? Is his name gonna be Sid?
Yeah.
It is the engineer.
you could get. It is called the Falcon. You'd be getting one named Sep.
His
Or
name
however
is
the hell his
Captain.
name's
His name
pronounced.
is just Captain. He's Captain Falcon.
Ramus knows how to fly it, though. Assuming you can, like, conjure up a few elementals to power the fucking thing.
He's smart enough to fly an airship?
Yeah, that.
What? Who let that man fly anything?
I don't think a vehicle check requires intelligence.
It does not, in fact, require intelligence.
Why?
Oh!
That's terrifying.
He has somebody else do the navigating, and he just, you know, yells at people to do the or to do what things he needs, and then he turns the wheel.
How does he remember
flying.
which way to turn the wheel?
Captain. Twit can be an officer.
That he was barely more intelligent than an animal. We're doomed. Somebody's got Featherfall, right?
I've got a face.
I'm sure Realm does. I mean, she's flown with him before. Presumably.
Realm just has a ring of Featherfall.
You can turn into a bird.
That
I'm
only
okay.
works on Stealth. Anyway,
What
I
was
guess
that
that means
last
we should probably bring Realm and Ramus with us
Yeah.
as we venture off to find this area.
That seems like a logical way to approach it.
Alrighty. So airship first is what I'm hearing.
Yes. So we can go other
See.
places faster.
Cool. Cool. I like this idea. Plus, this means I get to throw air monsters at you now, instead of just sea monsters.
Dun-dun-dun.
I mean, you could have thrown the air monsters anyway.
Yeah, I did in a couple spots, but
That's the nice thing about air monsters. You can kind of put them almost anywhere.
it's okay. I got you. I got something good for when you head up. Mwahaha.
That was an interesting thing to come back to.
What I'm hearing is flying Nutangi exist.
You know, that is a great idea and something I'm definitely gonna do for another
God damn
game.
it.
But no, not what I had.
I mean, air is just a less dense fluid, right?
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Don't bring your logic into this.
Alright. I have to make a new notepad file for the. Alright. Small side digression. Despite my extensive Google Drive for Eualia, a surprising amount of notes about the plot is contained in a bunch of unsaved Notepad++ tabs.
I mean, how else would you take notes?
I don't know.
Some
mean,
people
that's how
love
I
to
take
live
notes.
dangerously.
Or just lazily.
No, Dangerously is just unsaved regular notepad files.
Fair.
Anyhow, you guys want to head to Thamasa? Get that sweet, sweet airship?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Let Garrett know the plan then before we head out.
Probably wise. Alrighty. So, I need each of you to roll a d20 on the way there.
Woo!
What do we got? A 3, a 10, a 20. Chris, you're not... There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. 3, 10, 20.
I rolled a good number. How about that?
I don't see what you've rolled yet, so...
No, trust me, I did.
Just don't roll a 9, and you'll be fine.
How the hell did I break out the chat window? That's cool.
Nice.
What did you do?
Wait, you can break
don't
out the
know.
chat window?
D20, not
That's what I was saying. Oh,
Wow!
I...
What the
High five.
fuck was that? What?
Hmm?
You sounded like you got attacked by a cat. Oh, we have 2 20s.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, natural 20 buddies while I was eating a crab rangoon.
All I heard was, nah! Which, it did not help. I hadn't seen Bowers roll yet. Okay, so you guys hop on your small ship. Gawain and a few of the sharks accompany you. Ramus and Realm both accompany you. Ramus is very excited when he hears that you guys are going back to get his airship. Along the way, you hit a few...
I mean, I guess we should
Go on.
ask Ramus if he's okay with us using his ship. Because, you know, using it without it, his permission would be stealing, and considering that's exactly what we're trying to get him to stop doing.
I think technically Realm offered it to you.
Oh, that's
in
right, that's
exchange
right.
For bringing him back.
Nevertheless, if we're going to be doing
Did
this whole
she steal it
moral
from
thing,
him?
we should discuss with him that we would
I didn't steal it.
appreciate
I was just the last one left alive of the original crew. And so it kind of became mine by default.
Is that Realm?
That's
Yeah, that
Realm.
makes sense. I mean,
That is
Ramus wasn't
precisely how that works.
technically dead, but yeah.
Ramus will pipe up. You can have it, as long as I get to fly it. I like
All right,
flying
then.
the ship. Me and the Falcon are a package deal. We do not separate. Sound good?
Fair enough.
Alrighty. So, you sail along the way to Thamasa. Who's steering the ship?
Remus?
It's going to rotate, but Diggory would be at the helm fairly often.
Okay. Roll a d2. And call high or low.
Hi.
Okay. Roll a d2. Okay, you are not at the helm when this happens. The ship goes into a bank of fog that kind of pops out of the water around it. As you're trying to navigate your way through the fog, Gawain manages to spot a set of crags that have appeared out of the water. Without trouble, he manages to spy them far enough ahead. So all you get out of it is a little bit of a shock. Let's see, we had a 10 for Sadok? Or for Digoroy?
Yeah, 10
Sadok
for
had the
Digoroy,
3.
for Stoke.
Digoroy had the 10. So on your way to Thamasa, you also pass through. You come across another motherfucker. You come across another orb of blackness. I know.
Sorry, all I heard is you come across another motherfucker.
That's a,
Ugh.
going
Then
to
your
Fuck
mic
Island
kind of
again.
crapped out for a bit.
Past Fuck Island, right?
You're not even going past Fuck Island. Fuck Island's on the opposite side of the Visherad from
They've
there.
colonized.
Fuckers are getting everywhere.
Well, you come across. You know what? Forget it. You come across nothing.
You lose.
You
Good
come
day,
across
sir.
nothing anyway. There was something neat. Now it's gone.
Damn it.
Instead, you find the dead corpse of somebody who has a sign that says a motherfucker on them. I need to stop dropping the mic.
You love us.
Or something. Or something. Okay. You go through 2 more areas, about a mile across each, where wherever you look, the colors are almost a neon color, and they change whenever you slightly change the tilt of your head or whenever you look at a new area. It's almost like you're looking at the world through a kaleidoscope for those couple miles of ocean. But you're out of them soon enough, and you make your way to this tiny little island over here with a hole in the middle called Thamasa. Now, last time you were here, you had a bit of trouble getting through because of all of Realm's horrible painted surprises. This time, Realm herself is with you, so she walks you all right past them and into the lovely little town of Thamasa itself, and subsequently onto your airship.
Well, Realm's airship.
Sorry?
Said, well, Realm's airship,
Well,
as we've just discussed.
she's allowing you to use it. You're in the plural sense of you and Realm and the whole party and everybody.
The royal you.
Sure, or something.
Okay. So it's underground, right? But there's like a ceiling that opens. Can we get that open?
How does it work?
Does it work?
It work.
I mean, I'm assuming this thing hasn't actually been flown in a while. Is it operational? Does it need repairs first?
Yeah, let's give the ship a thorough inspection before we do anything else.
Oh no, not the interner.
Oh. Like, wait a minute, what? Those motherfuckers
Hi.
are everywhere!
Hey, Realm wants to know if any of you guys can summon elementals. Was what I was trying to say before before we got in here.
Nope.
Yes, with...
Hold on.
I believe so, I think. Wait, let me check my... I mean, not prepared, so
druid
it would take
spell.
a bit. But... I believe I have
I
it on
mean,
my list.
maybe, but my chance of summoning an elemental is probably dependent on Nolan, which is probably not a good idea.
Please, kid, please don't use me for summoning elementals. It's not worth it.
I can.
All right. Well, I'm going to... Remus, can you check the sails and everything and make sure that they're doing okay? I'm going to go head below, and I'm going to summon some elementals to make sure that the airship can go.
We are sorry we cannot help. If we had known yesterday.
Oh, no problem. I probably should have mentioned it to you yesterday. Go take a look around, see if anything's obviously broken in any of the mechanisms. Just, make sure the hull's still fine and everything.
All right, Realm.
I'll check over the engines when when I'm summoning the elementals.
Start curiously inspecting things on the, I guess, like, slightly below deck.
Sure.
I'll help Remus check the sails and rigging and all that. Because
Okay.
that looks relatively familiar to me, right?
Yep. So there's both like a regular set of sails for the ship for added propulsion, and then there's also a big, like, similar to a hot air balloon. What the hell's the name of it? My brain wants to say bladder.
Envelope is actually the airship term.
Envelope. There's a big envelope overhead as well to provide some extra lift. If you're curious, Realm will gladly talk your ear off about how some of the lifting gas is supplied from magically conjured hydrogen from the elemental plane of air, but a lot of it is just provided by the air and fire elementals that they bind into the ship's engines for lift.
What is this ship? Is it actually made of wood on the outside, or is it like all metal? Or
Take a look. Roll. Make a. I should actually ask all of you to do this. Make perception checks as you're checking out the ship.
I was gonna say I was gonna do it as like a rat or a cat or something like that has good smell to see if there was any like mold or anything that might mess that up.
Oh, sure.
I mean, doing it as a cat might be good anyway, in case there's rodents.
That's also a good idea. Okay. But it would rely on... If there's anything that would rely on smell, I get advantage, otherwise.
Righto. Roll with advantage. Okay. Alright, Sadok. While you're poking around, you notice there's a lot of metal plating hidden behind the wooden exterior of this vessel. But as you're poking around, you notice a lot of very well hidden arcane sigils all over the ship. The whole ship is enchanted for what looks like a couple of different purposes. Make an Arcana check for me. Yeah, good enough. You've probably come across something similar to this before. Or at least the much smaller scale version of this. The ship is enchanted to be lighter, but it's also... the entire ship and anybody who happens to be on it is under the effects of a non-detection enchantment. Can't be scryed on, can't be divined for. Basically, any magic used to try and find the ship just slides off.
Nice.
So other than that, it's enchanted, like the wood and metal are enchanted to be lighter and stronger in order to facilitate it being like an actual combat airship. But other than that, let's see. Bauer, you are heading around the ship. You find a very nice armory that is full of mundane but well kept up weapons. You find a lovely hall full of paintings all over the walls that look like Realm's work of various adventures. All of them depicting this ship in the background. You find what else? What else good is there to find on here for you? You find a what looks like a small cellar as well, with some casks of beer that still seem good hiding in there.
All right, I'll be on.
Not only is the beer not... I don't know what happens to beer after 1,500 years. I assume it rots.
It would be.
Or
It would have rotted past the point of even being vinegar.
Yeah. This is still...
No, I'm going to say it turns into like cognac or something, regardless of the facts in this case.
Regardless of what the factual answer or what you say happens, this is still beer. It is, in fact, good beer. And the keg fills itself up again after you finish drinking from it.
This is definitely the best timeline.
This is dangerous.
Digoroy,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to leave Bauer drinking in the hold for now. Digoroy, you go looking through the ship. You check out the rigging and sails and the envelope with Ramus. He's giving them a very thorough look over at the same time as you do. And between the two of you, you find a few minor patches that are easily sewn up. But nothing, no major damage to sail or envelope or any of the rigging. Which, I mean, it's basically been left alone, and this is a very magical ship. Quite literally. You go looking as well, you find a set of ballista that are under decks, some with harpoons and some with just regular ballista bolts. You also find a pair of very long copper tubes with pointed ends. They come in pairs. Sorry, you find 2 pairs of long copper tubes with pointed ends. One of them shows a green light where the 2 tubes meet in a sort of fork. The other doesn't show any sort of light. You find Realm and ask about them. She will tell you that they are thunder guns. You can cast a lightning bolt or other spell into them, the same way you would like a ring of spell storing or something similar like that, and they will hold that spell for you to release whenever you so choose. All right. Cristona, you're going around as a cat. You do not find any rats. Your sense of smell doesn't lead you to detect any mold in the hull, but as you're sniffing around, you do find yourself. The one thunder gun with the green light has a lightning bolt in it currently. You do find yourself in a small, what looks like a small potion making room. It's got some very, very dusty herbalism and alchemy equipment in it, along with some scattered plant specimens in glass domes on the walls.
Something maybe Sophia would like?
Sorry?
Something maybe that Sophia, right, would like? That's her name, right?
Yes, that is her name.
Okay. Or was she more tinker and not potions? I like anything.
She's tinkerer mostly.
Okay.
Tinker, artificery.
Scope it out for a bit and change back and go back upstairs.
All right. So, because Fire Emblem has taken up far too much of my time lately, I do not have a full map of the interior of the airship, but you guys have found the most of the best stuff in it.
A lot of people have been saying the same thing. I'm told.
Yeah. You have a bit more time before Realm finishes summoning up your... Anything you guys want to do on the ship?
I don't know. See if there's any charts on it. Look at the captain's cabin.
Paperwork. Kind of curious if any more
You
insight.
want to
I'm
look
not sure
for
how useful
paperwork.
it would be, but hey,
Oh
charts can be
boy.
extremely valuable.
Figura, you go looking for charts. You find a whole set of charts that are parts of a few parts of the map seem to match up with the familiar continent shapes that you know, but for the most part, the only resemblance the maps have to the Eualia you know is the name at the bottom of them. They show a pre-cataclysm.
Hmm. Neat. That would be very useful when treasure hunting, I think.
Yes,
But we'll have to get like proper modern charts on here.
It belongs in a museum!
Yeah, it could be very useful to the right set of people. Cristona, going looking for paperwork, you find a lot of not super thrilling paperwork regarding the supply situation of the ship and other such similar things. Let me see. What else? Who else would have paperwork? Ooh, you know who would have paperwork on here? Roll me a D100.
D100?
Yes, please. Ooh. Okay. You find a stash of papers related to obscure monsters. That somebody has apparently been keeping. In particular, it notes down ways, particular magical techniques that monsters can use, and ways whoever wrote these was attempting to replicate.
Huh. Probably gets thoroughly curious about these and just starts reading all of them.
All right.
Back time. I assume Bauer is also losing track of time, but for a completely different reason.
Yeah, probably.
I can't hear you over this chugging.
Yeah, you essentially have alchemy jug in the basement.
He's gonna be so fucking wasted.
Gonna be wasted, bro.
Oh god, no. The No Thunder Guns is back.
It's gonna be epic, bro.
It's like doing keg stands in the bay.
But yeah, those are the best things that you.
Got it. This is a sweet ass airship. So noted.
Just a little bit.
Inventory.
You haven't even
on
found
sweet
all,
ass
you
airship.
haven't even found all of the sweet ass things on it yet, actually.
I mean, was in that paperwork, was there an inventory?
Not all of them are exactly inventoried.
Wink. Which is weird for an airship that can't be found anyway.
Well, I mean, consider that this used to be owned by,
Oh, yeah.
while he was very dumb, a very well-known thief.
Yeah.
Not everything is.
So in all the hidden spots, and there are a lot of them, we're gonna find some random ass shit.
Some random ass
Exactly.
shit.
Exactly.
He was the Carmen Sandiego of his time. He just got random shit that you wouldn't think you'd be able to steal, but he managed to steal it.
How did he steal a tower?
Like, was this the concept of blues music? What?
He stole my
When
heart.
he
I had to
hears
get a
you
clockwork.
say, "How did he?" When he hears you say, "How did he steal a tower?" Remus kind of whips around and looks at you and says, "What did you hear?" No one could ever prove that I stole that tower. Not that I did steal that tower.
You had nothing on me, no warrant.
Didn't do nothing, didn't see me do it, can't prove anything.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No. I would wonder, because whoever stole that was a very impressive thief.
Yes, they were.
Maybe more impressive than you.
Nah.
Damn. Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Tower Thief
More
says what?
impressive than me are dead. So now there's no one. And he just gives a thumbs up at that. Alrighty. Well, Realm, can we open the roof? Let's get out of here. I want to go fly. And so, after a couple of minutes, you guys hear the grinding of the roof above you, and sunlight filters down through an opening above your airship. Oh god. Through an opening above your airship. And the roof opens. A little bit of water drizzles down, gets you guys a little bit wet. But the propellers kick in. A whoosh of gas comes in and fills the envelope above your heads. A whir sounds through the entire airship as it slowly lifts from the ground. It heads up, up, and out into the air above the masa. And you all finally get to see Eualia from the air.
Says you. Turns into a fun gull. Goes inside the ship. Like, follows the ship on the side. And is, like, going under it a little bit, too, to check it out.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Does this thing float?
Yeah. Of course it floats. If we give Realm like 20 more minutes, she can summon up some water elementals, and we can even go underwater.
Interesting.
Nice. Yeah, I totally want to take a look at the bottom of it from the air.
Ready? Why'd you roll a D100?
That was from before.
Oh. Ah, okay. Yep. Never mind me. Right. So you fly around and underneath the ship. Besides the enormous propellers that are sticking out from it and the wings coming out from the side, it looks pretty similar to an ordinary ship. Now that you're outside and you can see the bottom, though, roll me a perception check.
I'll remind myself if I would get any. Remember what the stats were for fungal. So it was a hawk. So yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. There's definitely some more sigils for enchanting on the outside of definitely some more sigils for enchanting on the outside of the airship as well. Some of them are probably the same. Some of them are the same ones that Diggeroy saw. Sorry, not Diggeroy. That Sadok saw for. Actually, all of them are going to be the same ones that Sadok saw earlier for making it stronger and lighter and for non-detection.
Impressive. Gonna go up and just fly alongside it for a while.
All right. You fly alongside the airship. Ramus at the helm gives you a wave as he pulls the levers and hits the buttons and turns the knobs needed to make the airship work. Realm is standing at the prow with some navigational instruments. She's lit what looks like a perpetual flame on the figurehead and is shouting directions back at Ramus.
Diggeroy is paying careful attention to what they're doing because he figures he may need to do it himself in the near future.
Not a terrible assumption.
This is where we insert the One Piece theme song from the Skypiea arc.
Still never actually watched One Piece. Only read.
If you start now, you might finish it in a few years.
No, you won't. It's still going.
I've read One Piece. I don't need to watch it. I don't need to watch it as well.
But the music. Just listen to the music. That's it.
We'll see. It's on the to-watch list. Right out. So, where are we heading? We going off
to the Visherad.
To the Visherad it is! Realm! Where's the Visherad? Realm yells back, just keep it going straight! Rammus gives a big thumbs up over at Realm. Alrighty. So, you, swah your way over to the Visherad.
Is that the onomatopoeia?
I'm gonna regret using that. I just know it somehow. Or wait, did I just make a reference that none of you commented on?
What the fuck you were talking about?
No.
I mean, I got it, but I didn't comment on it, so yeah, I guess you did.
God damn it! Someday I'll manage. You fly towards the Visherad. On the way towards it, though, you hit on your second day on the way back. It was a week sail out. It's only going to be a 3-day flight back. So your second night on the way home, you run into a bank of clouds. And Rammus climbs to get out of it, so that you all can see the stars and watch. I need you all to please make perception checks for me. Oh, guys. Guys, no.
We're on a boat.
Rammus takes you all above the clouds and starts excitedly chatting and pointing out constellations in the stars. Realm comes back from the prow of the ship, content that they're on more or less a straight course, and starts gently correcting Rammus when he misnames them, as he inevitably does. He does point out actually constellations. He's just really bad at remembering their names. Oh, they should probably roll perception checks for this too, shouldn't they? Well, Realm fails.
Wow.
Rammus does not. Digoroy, you spot this. So does Rammus. As he's pointing out constellations in the clouds, constellations in the stars, something flies overhead and briefly blocks out these stars behind its enormous winged bulk.
What was that?
What?
Realm? Is that what I think it is? Maybe? I thought we killed it.
It?
Clearly not. Get to the ballista. Get to the ballista. Quickly. Very quietly. We are about to have a very bad time, I think.
Just don't have frums because all the vagueness.
Don't look at its face. You're about to meet our lovely friend called Deathgate.
Oh, what?
Sorry, called what now?
Death Gaze.
Ah.
Realm starts scanning the skies. Rammus heads back towards the wheel in case they need to make any quick course adjustments. Drop your tokens on the map where you'd like to be. The bit with the yellow blob is the loaded thunder gun, which has a lightning bolt in it. Otherwise, they're ballista.
I'm assuming we've had a long rest by now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have definitely long rested since you got out of Zalen's maze. Alrighty. Well,
Gonna activate some
Rammus
identity.
Rammus's head looks up and tracks the shadow across the stars. He's coming in.
And the spectral armor.
Get ready. And as Rammus says that, out of the darkness swoops an enormous winged creature. It is almost entirely two wings. It has an enormous skull instead of a head. It is covered with wounds and burns and old scars. And it is flying directly towards you.
Well, we found the creatures of Grimm, guys. So...
I would like you all to please roll initiative
Da-da-dum.
to fight Deathgate. Oh, Deathgate.
Wait, I can beat that. Oh, so close.
No, you can't.
I tried.
You certainly did. Oops. Cool. Realm's gonna pull a 14. Rammus is going to pull a 19 because I forgot to add his modifier to initiative. Sadok, with an enormous screech, this thing comes in towards you. What would you like to do? You're starting us off.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it. as surprising as that may be.
You mean you're gonna shoot it? Oh no. I had no idea you were going to.
I'm assuming the 13 misses, but the other 3 hit.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So that's 59.
59, you say? That sounds right. Yep.
And I'll back up a little bit. That will be it for me.
Alrighty. Digoroy, you're up.
How far away is it at the moment?
The map's to scale. It's maybe 20 feet above you guys right now. So it's 20 feet up and
40 feet over from me, yeah. Debating if this is the spell I want to use yet, and it's not. I'm going to use this one. Although for some reason I'm not allowed to cast it at 3rd level. Anyway. Stupid cheat.
sorry, wait, are you time bombing or are you not?
Time bomb.
Time bomb. Okay. You throw out a time bomb. Let's see how he does on it. Not good.
So
Your time bomb
34 damage.
And he takes 30 force damage and screeches at the lot of you.
No one's by the ballista right now. Okay.
Alrighty.
That'll be it.
Cool. Alright, Ramus is going to take his hands off the steering wheel. And he's going to... He can't get sneak attack. None of you are near enough to him for him to get sneak attack. But you know what he can? He can try and shoot him anyway. Oh, damn.
Damn.
Deal full damage. Damn. Good job, Ramus. You are not slouching on the job. What's your dex one?
Dex is... That's really only like 13.
Oh, damn. Okay. Realm is actually going before you then. Ramus puts a longbow shot into one of its shoulders. And it screeches. Realm is going to turn towards it.
Oh, it's 16. Why the hell is my sheet different than... I'm an idiot.
Oh,
Never mind.
do the thing.
Okay. Going to hold out her staff at it and cast Earthbind.
Okay.
DC 17 strength save. Damn.
He's gonna do just fine against that.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Bonus action, spectral armor.
Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Realm is going to turn toward. He'll look back. Did I just almost? Never mind. Realm will look back at a bunch of you. And just nod. And then she'll throw, let's say, a 5th level fireball at Death. Nice. He will hit her spell save DC, unfortunately. But he'll screech in pain as another chunk of him burns off. Alright, Bauer, you're up.
The yellow thing's a ballista, right?
The ballista with the thunder, with the lightning bolt in it.
Yeah.
That's the one there.
Yeah, I want to use that to shoot the thing.
Alright. You turn it around. There is a big trigger on the bottom of the thunder gun to release it. And you pull it, and a bolt of lightning at 4th level flashes out
Get smoked.
towards Death Gaze. He will just miss the spell save DC of the person who cast. Take a full 34 damage. As a bolt of lightning blasts out from the thunder. And nails Death Gaze. Is that your turn, Bauer?
Yep.
Cool. Now it's finally his turn. And he can finally start getting legendary actions. Ba-da-ba-da. So, first off, he's going to come up to here and look around at all of you guys. You may choose to avert your gaze as Death Gaze looks towards you. If you do, take disadvantage on your next attack, or your next round of attacks. Or, meet the gaze of a creature called Death Gaze.
Yeah, Realm said
I
not to,
choose
so.
to avert.
Sorry?
I choose to avert my gaze.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice. All right, he'll look around at a lot of you. None of you meet his gaze. So instead, Power, you just shot a big thunder gun at him. Say hi to the big Deathwing. He's going to come down and direct a pair of slashes from his big clawy hands at. $12 will miss, 25 I believe will. And then he's going to try and bite you.
Yeah, the 25 and 23 will hit.
Okay. So that should be a 21 on the first one. The D8s are slashing. The D6s are necrotic on the claw. Okay. And this does count as magical, so Heavy Armor Master does not apply, I believe.
Correct, but that basically means I only take 1 point of the, or no, 7 from the first one.
Yes. And that will be his... That will be his... Sadok, you're up.
You know, I didn't even think to ask this before. Is he a aberration and/or fiend?
No.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna continue shooting him anyway.
Okay. Well,
It's the 18 hit.
nope.
Okay, so just 44 then.
Okay. Takes a solid 44 damage. As a reaction to you shooting him a bunch, he's going to cast Warding Wind on himself.
I
As
only
a-
shot him twice. It's
You've
not a
shot him-
bunch.
You've shot him 5 times total.
Well, yeah. Fair.
Potato, potato.
He's gonna cast Warding Wind that'll center on himself as a reaction. And a torrent of air begins to swirl around Deathgaze, which will make it more difficult for anybody to take ranged attacks at him. Tigoroy, you're up.
Get wrecked.
Oof.
Bitch.
Oof. That is rough. He fails his save against it. And he has to make concentration for war. Which he does. So the wall of wind around him continues to go. Anything else you want to do, Tigoroy?
I'm going to give inspiration to Sadok. You got this.
Alrighty. So, Bauer, stay right where you are.
Okay.
It's Rammus's turn. He wants sneak attack damage.
Oh yeah!
Oh boy! All
Oh
right.
shit. Okay, bye. Great encounter, David. Great encounter.
Damn.
Got 99 problems, but this fucker.
Life ain't one.
Rammus lines up, takes his hand off the controls for a second, puts a perfect shot into Deathgaze's mouth. It begins to choke and hack as it attempts to dislodge it, and the warding wind dissipates. but it is still up. Death Gaze is still standing.
Nevertheless, that's a hella good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Rogue's critting is always something to... as a legendary action, he is going to... He's going to do something that I'm going to steal from... He's going to do a thing.
A thing.
He'll turn towards... Ramus. And, need both Diggeroy and Sadok to make dex saves, please.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, bye.
Time to roll the last dex save here. Sadok, you're fine.
Also, not to ruin it, but I just realized, shouldn't Ramus have had disadvantage because of Warding Wind?
Yes. Yes, he should have.
Damn.
But it's already...
Yep. He's just that
What's laid is played. Actually, yeah, what's laid is played, and so on and so forth.
He's so dumb he doesn't recognize the rules of Warding Wind.
Sure, let's go with that.
I mean, I'd believe it.
That's...
So dumb he denies the defies the laws of physics.
That's not out of line with what...
It's very in character for him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Diggeroy and Realm both take 15 bludgeoning damage as they are blown backwards. Sadok and Ramus both manage to stand their ground. Diggeroy, I need another dex save from... Oh no.
Oh.
Big pull of it.
Whoa, you roboted very much.
Diggeroy didn't fall off and die. Realm did get knocked, but she kind of peacefully floats downwards, swearing.
Okay.
Because she has a Ring of Featherfall. And the ability
That's
to
good.
Cast, and the ability to cast Fly once it's her turn.
Oh,
Okay.
Good
No,
to
I'd
think she
probably
didn't- I
yell
assume
at
she-
her about to cast Featherfall myself, see if she's already doing it, and just ask, "Can you fly?"
Yes!
Okay.
Fucking Death Gaze!
She gains 20 years in pure rage.
Cressona, you're up.
Okay. Well, she's okay. So instead, me. check my thing on this. So, going to cast Call Lightning at 5th level and strike down that motherfucker. So it would be a DC 17 dex save. For that much lightning damage.
Oh no, did we lose David
Oh
again?
no! No! Well,
Rip in peace.
Alright. 26 damage.
Is it your internet or is it just Discord?
It's my internet. Roll20 starts giving me messages about being disconnected from the server as well.
Okay.
Roll20 really doesn't want anybody to succeed on a deck save tonight, I
no,
guess.
apparently not.
Damn.
That's a lot of nat ones.
Yeah, a lot of them. So Death Gaze takes the
Crack a
you
boom.
blast. You blast a lightning bolt up from the clouds beneath you at Death Gaze. Because that's a cool fucking image and I want it.
Oh, is it storming below us? Because I get an extra
Yeah.
D10 if it is.
Yeah, that's why you're up above the clouds right now.
Right.
Um,
Make that an extra 9 damage.
Alrighty. It is now Realm's turn. She's just going to active it. She's just going to cast Fly on herself and fly back up to the fucking deck. And that's her turn. She's going to look at
Welcome
Death
back.
Gaze very angry and just swear, "Fucking Death Gaze!" Sour,
Don't piss off
you're
Realm.
up.
The nice thing is that they're in range now, so
Yeah,
let's do the old thing of knock.
Okay.
Rams, huh?
Does
Oh.
not work.
All right, well, I'm just going to try to hit him a few times
Alright.
at disadvantage, of course.
29 will hit the.
You mean 12?
Not again.
So, rip.
Rip.
The first and the third will hit, the second will not. So that is 22.
They're a disadvantage. 'cause
No, no.
of
Yeah, that's
days.
12, 18, 18, so I'm guessing none hit.
Oh, yep. None of them hit.
Oh, right, because we're blinded.
Yep.
Because you are averting your gaze from him.
We're choosing to be blinded. Okay.
Alrighty. So
I
you
talk a
attempt-
real mean game and do fuck all.
you try and bash him with your shield while he's on the deck next to you. You miss. You try and hit him a few times with your sword. You miss.
Here's a question: do we still have those mirrors from when we weren't allowed to look up?
Definitely not. It's been more than a week.
Yeah.
They fade after a little while.
Oh.
Which does take us to his. He's gonna scooch around here. So first one will go at Bauer, second two will go at Cristona. Does 22 hit you, Cristona?
Wait, let me check. I think just barely. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So that is a solid 17 damage on you. As he claws at you once, claws at Bauer but misses, claws at you but misses again.
Okay, good.
Alright. Sadok, you are up.
Question. If I get up in melee range and shoot him, do I still get disadvantage from Warding Wind?
It's gone.
Warding Wind's down.
Oh. Never mind then.
Ramus did 99 damage to him and he couldn't make a concentration save for that. So it's
Fair
down.
enough. I'm just gonna shoot him then.
Alright.
Oof.
That'll miss. That'll miss. That'll miss.
Oh.
I'm going to add Bardic Inspiration to the last one.
Sure.
I assume it's not going to help, but not enough.
No, not enough.
Well, I tried.
You
Therefore, no one heard says
swear, you swear you hear Death Gaze chuckle a little bit.
Whoa, fuck.
Okay. Well, let's find out if he dances. My favorite part is there's no save round one. It just happens.
Right. Unless he's immune to being charmed.
Oh.
Rip.
Rip you.
So
I will send Bardic Inspiration to Ramus. Say, do that again. And then I'm going to move.
That thing.
All right.
Do it again. You're like an unhinged animal.
oof.
Oh.
Oof. Let's roll that Bardic.
Do it.
The D10?
Just hits?
No.
Damn it!
It's one short.
Fuck!
Ramus tries to shoot him, but he misses. He has to put his hands back on the controls for the ship. And he kind of just shrugs. I tried!
Well, fuck.
Cristona, you're up.
Yep. So, just gonna... I still have it going, so basically gonna spin a little bit with both hands on the staff and just, like, yank it upward and draw another lightning... Call lightning into this thing.
Cool. Roll me that damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he
Oh.
does save.
Half at least. Yeah, waste those 20s. Use up those 20s on half damage.
Alrighty. Realm, still looking very
Also,
annoyed.
spectral armor.
Realm, looking very annoyed, is going to turn towards Death Gaze. Fucking Death Gaze.
Realm.
She wants to blow him up a bit more. So she's gonna give him another fireball.
Yeah!
Upcast to 6th level this time.
Fuck yeah, Realm.
He will fail. Deathcase is starting to look a little scorched and tattered at this point. Hey Bauer, you're up.
Alright, so do we still have disadvantage?
No, he hasn't tried to gaze attack you this round. So you're fine.
Alright. Well, we're just going to try the same ult then.
Okay. He literally cannot fail that. So
Well.
he is...
Alright, well, we're just going to launch a fuckload of attacks at him.
Okay.
Full frustrated
for it.
rage. Oh, there we go.
One of those does hit. The last one
Hey.
does. Are you gonna action
Action
surge on that
surge.
as
Yes.
well?
Yeah!
It's on the first one.
No, we lose him again.
Does manage to make the wisdom save. However, that he looks very unhappy after your last sequence of attacks and screeches in your face. Are you done?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. He does screech right in your face as his action. I need you and Christona, and actually everybody, to make con saves for me.
Is this a spell?
No, this is just him roaring really fucking...
Ouch. Well, we can't make any saves for shit tonight.
I'm gonna blow my inspiration on that.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
I'm going to blow my Indomitable on that.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow. You guys are blowing all your save rerolls, and none of them help.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Fuck.
That was awesome.
Ow.
Ow.
I think everybody... Because what was the highest somebody rolled? A 12?
Yeah, well, that was before I re-rolled it to an 8.
Right. So the highest roll on that was a 10. So everyone fails.
Wow.
What kind of damage?
That is thunder damage.
Ha!
Balls.
Fuck.
Alright, you managed to absorb elements of the thunder damage. Everybody else takes 56 thunder damage and is deafened.
What?
Right.
Glad to see you're getting into the spirit of it already.
And I can't make that con save, so fuck my call lightning. Damn it.
Anybody want to do anything to stop him?
Oh, I guess
He's
you got
running away.
Noppy.
He's running away.
I got nothing for that.
I mean, he was
I'll
in our
go ahead and shoot him.
range. So probably try to take a swing, but
Sure.
I mean, I'll definitely use my reaction on it.
Sure. That'll hit. He is bigger than large, so you cannot trip him.
Ah, balls.
Uh, 23 will hit. He's immune to the necrotic.
of course he is.
Okay. But also procs to dispel if he still has anything up.
He does not have anything up. So you do hit the 24. Legendary action at the end of your turn, he's going to use some more of his movement to fuck right off. And we are out of initiative. As Death Gaze kind of just leaves.
Like a motherfucker.
Realm floats back onto the deck. Fucking Death Gaze. Ah!
Frenemy of yours.
Death gaze.
No, just enemy. Keeps following us around and attacking us. It always used to. And apparently it's still fucking alive.
What'd you guys do to it? Or
We don't know!
let me
It
rephrase.
just started
What did
showing
Ramus
up
do to
one
it?
day. No, none of... It just showed up one day and started attacking. I didn't do anything to it. Except attack it after it started attacking us.
Uh-huh. Would you steal right before it attacked?
Nothing!
Insight check.
You can certainly try. He seems legit. Seems legit.
I mean, I don't believe him, but I believe that he believes him.
That's probably a wise way to go with most things.
Only airship back then?
No, there were more airships back then. He just only attacked ours for some reason. We never heard of anyone else who attacked him, who he would attack, or anyone else even running into him. Except that one time when we were fighting some pirates, and Death Gaze attacked us when we were fighting pirates.
When this happened, did he only attack you, or did he attack just everybody in the area?
He really seems to hate us. None of us really know why. Really knew why.
Working for someone that did not like you? Maybe? Created? Summoned?
Seems unlikely it'd still be kicking around after all this time if that was the case.
Well, if it's undead, it would keep going until it achieved its goal, but it seems a little too smart for that kind of undead.
Creator also undead? Or long-lived?
Realm just shrugs. I don't know.
Option B is there's something you possess that you didn't necessarily steal, but somehow acquired that it wants.
Also a possibility.
Realm thinks about that for a second and then kind of shrugs. Maybe there's not much left on the ship that from the old days, though. We kind of, I kind of hid most of it.
Yeah. Well, without having a conversation with it, I don't know how we're going to figure more out, so.
Who created the runes?
We paid someone for it. Things were different back then. You could pay someone to just enchant your airship. You have to pay them a lot of money, but...
That's a good question. How did this thing even find us? There's a lot of non-detection runes on this thing.
We don't know. It... Somehow, for decades before we put the ship away, it kept finding us. Even with all the non-detection stuff on here. Now it's 15... well, 14-ish since we last flew. It's still around. Found us within a couple of days.
Yeah, that's disconcerting.
No odd smells that we sensed on the ship, so possibly not by smell. Not the magic. Very strange.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Is the ship intact or damaged?
It's intact.
Okay. Let's get moving then.
Ship's never stopped moving. It just... Ramus heads back to the controls.
How long has it been since the maze?
9 days. It's a week out, and this is the second night of your journey back.
Could I use Tyr's Boon to get a sense of any ways that that thing could find a hidden ship like that? I think it's been a week.
Sure.
I would like to use it.
Cool. Right. So... something like this... Undead. Undead aren't exactly renowned for their sense of smell. You did notice, though, when it was flying around, it had very big, what would pass for ear holes, and actual flesh ears on its skull, similar to those of a bat. Tyr's understanding is pointing you towards it's using some sort of hearing to locate the ship.
this the only airship using special kind of magic to fly? Something that would make it sound different than the others?
I don't know what the airships today use to fly. Maybe the elementals.
Do you use the same kind of elementals as everybody else did at the time?
Nah, we were one of the only ones to use fire. We had an engineer who was very big on using fire elementals for extra speed.
Do you know did Christonas share it's hearing us insight?
That's what she was talking about.
Could we put a bubble of silence around the fire elemental?
Sure.
Could have heard the crackling. Whatever makes it different.
Maybe. That would make sense. I'll look into some way to muffle the engines over the next few days. Maybe I'll borrow Sophia to do it as well.
Yeah, see if you can do something with that.
As long as you don't mind taking her, it'll probably take up too much of her time for her to do any work on that. On those, you guys were asking about ways to see souls.
I feel like this is slightly more important. Actually, no. We'll check on our progress when we get back and make a call then.
Okay. She shrugs. I'll keep working on it anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, Kristona's gonna go over, like, to his side, like, and just sit down and rest a bit, because, ow!
Yeah.
Also might, let me see if I can, what I can do with this. Where are you? No, it's just one person. Do I have... Is my... Just one of you've mass cure wounds before, but yeah, there we go. So do a mass cure wounds for everybody. Take that.
Not quite triple my hit points.
Quadruple mine.
Woohoo! I'll do a song of rest if we take a short rest. So.
You are more than welcome to take a short or long rest.
Long, please.
Even better, yeah. Yeah, that was close.
I think it was that big everybody failed the save thing.
Yeah.
Everybody failed the save bad.
Bad.
Real bad.
That was all kinds of painful.
Yeah, but I mean, That's what absorb elements is for.
Fuck! I forgot I had that. Shit. Motherfucker.
It's like the most useful spell. How did you forget?
Well, to be fair, I guess if I'd used it, I wouldn't have been able to get a Noppy on it.
I mean,
That was kind of satisfying.
Yeah. I mean, 529 damage later, it kind of just flew.
Yeah, holy fuck that thing. Was it regenerating?
It's a tough
Was it...
mother. It's a tough. It doesn't regenerate. It's just really fucking tough.
Holy fuck.
Like when I was saying, it has a shit ton of scars on it from over the years. Those are all like hits that it's taken and just kind of walked off. It is a tough motherfucker.
We're just running into a lot of motherfuckers today.
Something like that. Alrighty.
Yeah, long rest, long rest.
Go ahead, long rest.
If anyone wants before we take a long rest, Heroes Feast. I've been wanting to use that.
What's that do again?
Yeah. Spend the 1,000 gold for the bowl and everything.
Oh shit. That was a... I just got that, so I guess I wouldn't have that when I... Never mind, I forgot about that part.
Nice.
We need to go to a thing, don't we?
What does Heroes Feast do in this edition?
Gives 2d. It increases your hit point max by 2d10. Advantage on wisdom saves. Immunity to fear and poison. Did I miss anything?
That's
Curative
it.
disease and poison.
Yeah, cures disease and
Oh
poison.
yeah, it cures any diseases and poisons you already
Lasts
have
for
on.
24 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's quite 1,000 gold nice, but
It's a 1,000 gold bowl
Per
for
cast.
the material.
No, not per cast. Oh shit! No, it does. Fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, it consumes
damn.
on
it's,
cast.
Holy
it's
fuck.
1,000 gold per cast.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's 1,000 gold per cast good.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
I'm kind of surprised they brought the spell back at all.
That's just mean.
Yeah, it's nice in some circumstances. Like when you go fight a green dragon or something.
Yeah. I
Or
mean, like, if you
anything.
get like the full like 12 creatures eating it, then maybe. But
Well, it's like if you're preparing an army for battle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah,
That's kind of like what it's meant for.
Fair enough. Well, I'm not gonna prepare that anymore for a while. So how long does it take to get back to the Vishrod with an airship?
It's twice as fast as your regular ship.
So half a
So
week.
you're 2 days into your journey. One more.
They're like, Gwen, see you later.
Sorry, what was that?
It was like, or the sharks. We parted ways with them, so I was like, we'll see ya.
They would have been on the regular ship, so they
Yeah,
would have been
yeah.
expecting us to leave by airship.
Yeah.
I kind
I
of
would have sent
assumed
them
they
ascending
just
anyway.
started. Yeah, I kind of assumed they just started sailing back as soon as they saw the airship fly out of the island.
Like, have fun going the slow route, y'all. Bye.
Okay, bye!
Well, it's like when you need to pick up a car from the garage, so your buddy drives the other car.
Yeah. We're just going back to the Vishrad to like pick up Sophia, maybe, or
Kind of figured.
Hmm.
I don't know. Why are you guys coming back to the Vishrad?
that's what I was curious about initially, because that was before we knew about the potential for.
We didn't know how long this was going to take, so...
Well, you're getting a nice speed trial in on this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It is good.
So we'll stop by, gather up our a few more supplies, and then head south.
Alrighty. So you stop in. You cause a little bit of a stir at the Vishrad when you sit down in your shiny new airship. The sharks help load on some supplies, and they ask if you want a few extra hands just to help with running of the ship.
I believe we do.
All right.
Do any of you have prior experience? Where are your resumes?
They all shake their heads, but they all look very eager to get.
I need everyone to have 7 years experience in a programming language that's 3 years old.
That's too real.
I mean, it is, but I have to laugh or otherwise I'll cry.
I just started talking to recruiters again, too. It's too real for me. Okay. So, Sophia climbs on board and immediately starts examining the engines and spouting off questions for Realm about how exactly they work. She heads downstairs to examine the engines and see whether or not they can muffle them.
Go see if I can help the druids in the meanwhile. As we're waiting to prep as things are going to be on the ship.
All right. So, everybody loads up, hops on the ship. Sophia's on board. She heads below deck and finds a small workshop that looks like somebody used to use to tinker with the engines on board. And quickly makes herself at home within as she starts working with Realm. A couple of the sharks come aboard as well to join your airship and serve as your marines.
Hooray!
Very important.
Mm-hmm.
Are they wearing red shirts?
No,
Green.
No, they are not.
They're actually specifically forbidden from wearing red.
Probably for the best.
I mean, they are. Their sigil is very blue, so they're all
Yes.
wearing blue tunics.
You know, they got their piratey shanties that they do, and where the sharks do 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 do, where the sharks do 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 do.
God damn it.
Wow. Definitely not something I expected to hear from this group.
I'm disappointed.
I've heard that a lot over the past couple weeks, so you get to suffer with me.
Truly, you are just and benevolent.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Let's get to it then. So, where to next, team?
Center of the Earth. I mean, Eualia.
Alrighty. Let's draw a diagram. A diagram. Okay. So, we gon' draw a diagram. We drew a diagram because I forgot to make a full map for this. Alright, so, center of Eualia. Normally, when people try and go in here, they do it in normal ships. With normal crews and normal things, you know? You guys are doing it with an airship, which is going to make things more interesting. I don't know quite how. We will see. But there is, in the center of Eualia, there is a ring of mountains with 4 entrances that are roughly north, east, south, and west. The entrance you guys are closest to is the north one. Once you're inside, everything beneath the peaks of the mountains is shrouded in fog perpetually. Everything above is completely clear. So, as you guys come up to, or head towards the, center, I need you all to roll d20s for me, please.
Here we go again.
Seems like it.
Well, no one rolled a 9, and that's the most important.
9.
Holding my beer.
Nope.
Nope, you're fine. Sadok, as you're heading through, you get into another area where it looks like everything is kaleidoscopic. Things start duplicating a little, all the colors become neon, everything is kind of trippy as fuck, basically. But after a couple miles of sailing, everything goes back to normal.
Did Cristona put some mushrooms in the food again?
Accidental dusting.
Just sneezed once and it just covered everything.
Digroy, Digroy. Ah.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You know it's good when the DM starts laughing repeatedly.
Yep.
Alright. Digroy, make me a nature check, please. All of you make me nature checks. As you enter into...
Oh.
You rolled a 0 with inspiration, Digroy. As you enter into this area, you see an enormous amount of undersea seaweed growing from the bottom of the ocean all the way up to the top. And it seems to be writhing, but as you examine it closer, it is just continuously, visibly growing. That's not the only thing that's bigger here. You see enormous shark fins heading through the waves around you. You see enormous fish that they are chasing after in giant schools. You even see a few giant bald eagles flying overhead. Bauer and Sadok,
Watching them.
you
from
both
above.
recognize you've entered what's known as a growth zone. Everything grows faster. Wounds heal faster. Magic is amplified in weird and unexpected ways in areas like this. Bauer, you in particular once knew a group of soldiers who stumbled into a growth spot because they thought it would help heal some of their wounds, but instead ended up with 4 arms growing from a scratch on one of their arms.
I'm failing to see the downside here.
They couldn't control any of the extra 4 arms.
Oh.
Okay, that'd be pretty bad.
It's like stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself.
Hmm. Wow, Roll20 is not a fan of anything tonight.
Nope.
Okay. He manages to recover okay, probably. Oh wait, no. Remus says reliable talent. This is fine. You're fine. Everything is fine. A few bald eagles almost ram into the ship. Ramus manages to deftly maneuver the airship around to avoid running into them, though. You head through the growth zone, mostly without incident. This would be much worse if you were actually on the ground, where everything interesting is.
No, this is fine.
What else we got? Kristona's got a 19. Hey, Kristona,
Uh-huh.
roll a D9.
A D what?
D9.
Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh shit!
Did you roll a 9?
I rolled a 9.
You have rolled poorly. One sec.
Fuck. Why?
Punishment for the shark song.
He's the one who made me
I
roll a 9.
honestly, that whooshed on me. I didn't mind it at all. Okay, now what's the, like... So for context, you've rolled a 19 as you are affected with a random spell effect. I had you roll for the level of the spell effect.
Oh, fuck.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, fuck.
So... I would normally have you roll for which spell off of this list of spells I have, but
I'll do it.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I need all of you to make an intelligence save for me, please.
Rip.
Big Roy fails. Bauer fails. Sadok fails.
I'm gonna do that thing.
Kristona also
19
fails.
fails? Jesus.
Damn.
Fuck. It's the second time today where I've like done the reroll and it's gotten worse.
So, out of nowhere, as you are flying through the air, you hear a shriek
Oh.
echoing through the air, and it blasts through all of your minds.
Fuck.
Huh, that's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. All of you take 38 psychic damage and are stunned. As you get hit with a psychic scream. This is not a good 9th level spell.
What class is that for?
Bard, Sorcerer, Wizard, and Warlock. Well, actually, probably wouldn't be bad. It's a nice AoE stun. But...
Ouch.
Yep. You all feel sweet psychic scream roll across your conscience. And then we got a 16 for Bauer. Bauer,
16.
yeah, for your D20 roll. For what sort of horrible wild magic shenanigans you're going to get into. This one isn't horrible, actually. Bauer, as you start seeing the edges of the mountains come out of the water before you, the ship flies into an area where there is just a mass of portals. You see clouds entering portals and coming out almost half a mile away. You see birds flying through portals, chaining them together to fly absurd distances in very short amounts of time.
Oh.
And just tons of short range. There are even a few big enough for you to take the ship through, should you so desire.
I don't know. Does Ramus think with portals better than I do?
Sorry?
I'd have to defer to Ramus to see if he thinks with portals better than I.
Does Ramus think?
Yeah, that's the question.
They're portals. They're like one of the less bad things that you can get this close in.
Should we take one
Nevertheless,
of
I
them?
think we should avoid them because we already
Yes.
know where we're going.
But they're portals. They're so much fun.
But we have somewhere we're trying to get to.
I guess.
Digoroid the Joy Killer.
Don't you put this evil on me.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't kill so much joy.
But I'm so good at it.
That's the real trick you learned from the Pirate King. How to kill Joy.
What did Joy ever do to you?
You murdered my family!
She just never shuts up about her fucking kids. She's always coming by my desk and being so fucking annoying. That bitch Joy is always on my ass. Ah.
Fucking
Okay.
death gaze, I mean Joy!
Deathgaze's
Alright.
name is now Joy.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess
No,
we
you
can't call you
can't do
Joy
this
Killer
to
yet.
me. You can't do this to me. You can't name it Joy.
At least we didn't.
I mean, you just did.
Yeah.
No!
I think you mean you don't want us to, not that we can't.
Uh,
Or maybe I should say, maybe you mean we shouldn't, not that we can't.
this is what you get. You have fun with your players. You build cool stuff and throw weird monsters at them, and in return they name them Joy.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be Chucklefucker.
Chuckle fucker!
I hate you all.
Or
No, you
or a
don't.
sort of dabbing.
Anyhow, moving right along. You are now at the. You're floating above the northern entrance to central Eualia.
Hooray.
You can, in theory, fly above the clouds. You might have a bit of a difficult time doing that. Because they are pretty tall mountains. Oh, actually, the airship probably has... It is an airship, and it is pretty magical. It probably has some high-altitude stuff to ensure that it has constant air pressure and oxygen. Right?
I don't know. Does it?
That would make sense. That would make sense for it to have. So never mind what I said. You can by all means try and fly over the mountains. Yeah, by all means try and fly over the mountains. Or you can fly through the clouds, or the airship does in fact function as a regular ship as well. You can land it and sail through the traditional way.
Definitely not that last thing. That sounds boring and for chumps.
I remember if there was any talk about what to do for this, but I don't think so. Can't find. It's just mostly that it would be open when we got there, but not how.
She said she'd do what she could to open the way for you.
Maybe that portal was from her.
What was that, sorry?
So maybe that portal was from her. Maybe we should have gone in.
Considering we saw like a bunch of birds going in and out, I don't know.
What do I have to say to convince y'all that we should go through the portal? Because that's what I'm gonna.
Trying to see if there's anything I can call. How about... I'm gonna do... As we get closer, Kristona's gonna cast like a moonbeam as a kind of like a signal to anything that might see it. Figured like moonbeam is a very druid way to get a druid's attention.
Alright, you cast a moonbeam. It shines upon the water before you. But, Ramus hears you bower and says, hey guys, I don't think we should go through the portal. I started looking at it again, and I don't think it's a happy portal. The moonbeam does not elicit a response, though. The fog continues to be there.
Okay. I just figured it was worth a shot.
Yeah, no, totally.
So portal then, yeah.
I mean, you did say that the primordial would open a way for us. Not seeing a way through the mountains.
Try to.
There's a portal right here.
And we saw the birds go through it fine, right?
There's only one portal that we can see?
No. You passed through an entire area full of like portals. Like the birds were going through like chains of portals to like get across it really quickly. I just happened to remark that there are a couple of that are big enough for the ship to go through.
Do the different portals all look the same from this side?
Yeah.
Did we see any like birds and stuff going through the big portals and like come out another big portal or something like that?
Yeah.
They seem to be all for the same area.
Alright. I guess I'll have to try one. I'll point to the nearest portal. Take us through that one, please.
Alright. Ramus starts smiling again immediately. And turns.
What have you done, Bauer?
turns to
You've taught him reverse psychology.
What?
Ramus can't learn new tricks.
Old rogues can always learn new tricks. I'm a treasure hunter. I always have to be learning new ones. Yeah, so he turns it around towards one of the big portals and just flies into it. And you come out another big portal about a mile away. Still outside the Ring of Mountains.
You could also try and go up through the clouds and over the mountains that way.
Yep, you can. The clouds only reach up to the top of the mountains, or the fog only reaches up to the top of the mountains. So you can fly over it and try and like dip down into the fog at various points if you so choose.
That would be our choice now.
Yeah, the portals are going to be way too random. So let's see if we can maneuver between the mountains and the fog, or without hitting the mountains.
Okay. So there's like a little bit. I'm really regretting not making a proper map for this. There is like a little bit of ocean that you can see between. Oh, that's on the wrong layer.
Yeah, I was
There is
gonna
like a little
say.
bit of ocean. Wait, is this entire thing just empty to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Have you been trying on the layer the whole time?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh, hello.
Oh! Okay. So yeah, there is a little bit of area between the fog and the mountains on each side, which is varyingly in black or pink, depending on whether I did it before or after I realized I was on the wrong layer. So, I mean, yes, you can try and head along there and see what happens.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Ramus will swing you guys inside. I need each of you to roll me a d6, please.
This is not a D9.
Wow.
Roll 20, let us roll high, so it must be bad to roll high.
I
A
mean,
little bit.
I can't argue with that logic.
That logic is flawless.
Roll. That is kind of just what Roll20 is doing tonight, is being a giant dick to you guys.
Yep.
It's being a giant dick to everyone.
I thought you said, speaking of giant dicks. Wait, what?
No! God! You have not entered my magical realm, Jesus Christ.
Wow, that's an interesting magical realm.
Is that what you're calling it?
No!
That's the name of the trope.
Dare you enter my magical realm? No. No. What I was going to say,
I had not heard of that. Now I know.
there's a whole TV tropes page for it, I think.
Huh.
Yeah. So you all rolled the bad half of the d6 split.
Of course.
God, no. Because Roll20 just hates everyone tonight. Alright. So, you're flying around. Let's do these one at a time. If we don't, I'm scared. So, we'll start off with Sadok. So you're flying around. You make your way. You're flying along the this area here. And out of thin air in front of you appears an enormous blade barrier. I need you all to make dex saves as the airship plows through it, not having enough time to stop. Digoroy, you fail. Sadok, you pass.
I would hope a 27 passes.
Uh, Bauer, you fail. Cristona, you pass.
Quick,
Half damage
Bauer,
on a save.
do your thing to reroll again and get it too.
I already used it. I can't use it until I get a long rest. But also, yeah.
Who's dead
let's
after
see if
that
it would
psychic
work.
scream?
Oh, it would have been better for once.
Damn.
I mean, it still would have failed, but at least would have been better.
It would have been double. So we take half if we succeeded.
Yeah.
Uh,
That is slashing damage. Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Yeah, we're getting pretty rough here.
yeah.
Just from fucking wild magic.
Yeah.
Wild magic does not care for you guys. And you've
No.
entered what is very much the worst place for it on Eualia.
Yep. Guess I'm doing another mass cure wounds.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Take that, everybody.
Fine, I will. And be happy, and I will be happy about it.
I'm so happy.
Alright. I need you all to make con saves, please.
Well,
That'll pass it out.
1 second.
I'm starting to think maybe we
Yeah, I
should
failed.
back out. Do like ascending or something to the primordial. And figure out where exactly to go. Cause this doesn't seem to be working too well.
We're gonna stop after the first two horrible things.
See, you say that.
Sadok,
Like-
here. The first two of this round of horrible things. This is not a kind place to be. Bauer, you fail. Digoroy, you fail. Alright. Bauer and Digoroy. I need you to make... I need you to keep making con saves for me, please. Each of you make 2 more. Digoroy, that's a pass. That's a pass.
Click.
Okay, Bauer, you are cured. That's 1. Digoroy, I need you to keep making them until you have either 3 successes or 3 failures. Ah, that's 3 failures.
Oh.
Alright, Digoroy. The flesh on your body begins to rot
Oh.
as you have somehow managed to contract the horrible disease known as flesh rot.
Mm.
Until you manage to shake this disease in one way, shape, or form. That'll do it. I was about to say, you have disadvantage on charisma checks and vulnerability to all damage.
Ugh. Whew.
Thank you.
That's the kind of priest I am.
Yes. So,
We really do
Care
not
to
like this
enter
place.
the fog?
I'm sorry, say again, David?
Care to enter the fog?
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
You can get out without... You were heading along... I'm going to change my color real quick. You were heading along this way. You can just exit out the eastern entrance. And you are out. There are no portals, no horrible things, no blade barriers popping out of thin air. Just, normal stuff.
Normal stuff, not freaky
Okay.
stuff. Got it.
Are we leaving the center of Eualia then?
You're just outside the entrance to the center. So you're like at that X.
Okay. I'm in from the north?
Yep. So
Okay.
your path was
Right. Well, first thing we need to do is recover.
Yes. Rest.
Second thing we need to do is figure out how we're gonna navigate to finding the primordial.
Check. Anything. Don't think Kristona has any spells that would help with that.
And I can send him, but that assumes they're gonna answer.
You can certainly try.
Maybe, Is there any ground we can get to, or is it just sea forever? Can we get to...
I mean, you're in an airship. It can just hover and you can sleep in it.
mostly
Or are
just...
you looking for ground for
looking
druid
for ground
things?
for druid things.
There's a little bit of ground at the edge of the mountains as they emerge from the outer edge, I should specify.
Then... I think after at least a short rest, Kristona will wild shape into one of those giant eagles and fly down. And try to do some earth
Sure.
greening to see if that'll connect with the primordial at all.
Sure.
Rolling some hit dice, cause ow. Better.
That'll do it. Alright. If you want to try and commune, make a communion check.
Yep. $28 do it?
28 gets you a little bit of connection to her. Enough to get maybe a 5-word message to her. It also gets you very much the feeling that you are leaving the domain of the earth and entering into the domain of something else. The Tula does not rule within the mountains.
Then I guess the
something, or more accurately, two somethings, does. And they are fighting for control.
yeah. Well, number one, that is creepy as fuck for a druid. But I guess this is like an east entrance or something like that.
Yeah, that's the east entrance.
So the 5 words is at the east entrance now.
You don't get a response back in words, but you do see a little bit of the fog shift and the beginnings of a path open through through the fog at water level.
Okay. Then I'm going to shift back into the bird form and fly back up. There is a path below. We do not know how long.
Somebody here knows create food and water, right?
Sorry?
Somebody here knows create food and water, right?
Even if it didn't, you do have a magical cellar on the ship.
I've got a good berries.
I have
Good
create
berries will do.
here.
Well, when you say path below, I'm assuming we're gonna have to get off the ship and not just gonna sail it through. Oh no, we can go underwater.
Mm-hmm. Path at water level.
Yes. So we must just do that.
Is that like a
Like you
cave
could-
or something that we gotta go in, or?
No, it's literally just like there's a path opening in the fog through
Oh.
into the big path of fog.
Okay, let's do it. Sorry. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So you begin to enter the fog. There's a slight path carved out for you to proceed down. As you enter, the fog, the clearing of fog, seems to move along with you and extend a little bit in front of you to make sure that you have sufficient time to turn. From the fog next to you, you hear the occasional crackling, sometimes an explosion, and at one point even the screaming of people. As you get about an hour of slow sailing into the fog, you begin to hear on and off laughter. Not of an old man, not this time, but of a younger, crueler sounding man. Echoing in the distance as you proceed towards the center. And I think that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Da-da-da.
Okay. I will try to have an actual map of this area for next time we play. I'm sorry, you guys. You had the worst fucking luck tonight.
It was
Who
pretty funny.
pissed off our end Jesus?
somebody has clearly committed a blasphemy against RNGesus, yes.
I think it was all of you. All of you did.
Says Mr. No Hit.
Yeah.
I mean, fair, but I'm not the one who rolled nat 1s on my saves.
Rolled like 6 nat 1s for deck saves, and that one like.
I don't think I passed a single save the entire time.
Yeah.
But no, I did when he was just trying to blow us off the ship. The
I think-
least threatening thing he did is the only save I passed.
Other than the Psychic Scream, I think the only save I failed was the one I absorbed elemented. So, yeah, I turned out pretty much fine. I can live with whiffing 3 shots in a row.
Can you, though? I mean, a donut there seems kind of bad.
I'm going to give the inspiration to Bauer, though, for teaching Ramus new tricks.
Yeah.
Because that is surely not something that will bite us back in the future.
Surely.
Surely.
Especially considering that you have yet to beat his deception.
Of course.
Is it impossible for us to do that?
Yes.
Probably not tonight.
It is. Frankly, most of the time I'm just using his what amounts to his passive score. Because reliable talent is a massive son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is possible.
Well.
Come on.
All right.
Do you think I would put someone in the game who could just continuously lie to you without consequences?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel a little insulted that you all said yes so immediately.
I mean, the answer to almost any question that you can ask that would start with, do you guys really think that I would? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Also, Abe. Or Ave. Sorry.
Eve.
Oh, Dave.
Well.
Dave was quite something. I liked him. Alrighty.
Well, good night, people.
Night, guys.
Night.
Night.
Good game.
Thanks.
I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder.